5 years old, and it still kind of works. Just recently, it's been dying while riding. I can only get around half a kilometer in. Because the battery's like 5 years old, and I've been riding it. I've done about 5 kilometers in it. And yeah, that battery's cooked. And I've put freaking lights on it with hot glue, and I've wrapped the fucking lights because they're USB powered around the trucks, and then I like USB power them with the board because that's how we do it. And I upgraded the wheels to 100 millimeters because the old ones had chunks out of them, and I've went through a battery enclosure because it got water damage, and this one's also is fucked because when I press the button, nothing happens because the button's all damaged. And it says here 57%. The charger says it's charged, and my battery remote says that it's below 25%. And I'm gonna tell you, it's definitely below 25%. Because it barely charges, and it just cuts out while I'm riding. It's so fucked, it doesn't even go fast anymore. I'm gonna need a new battery, and damn, man. I got two remotes, because like I smashed one by falling off it, and fuck, man. That's how we do it down under. And I've got half a tooth because I was riding it in wet conditions, and the board went sideways and I was still on it, and then it suddenly gained traction on the wet ground and I went forward sideways and just like got half of my front tooth smashed out. So that was fun. Also, don't ask why I have an axe, a chainsaw, and some bolt cutters in my room. And I also bought a Kmart. Oh no, I bought an electric skateboard off eBay, and it was like a cheap Chinese one. And that one worked, but that one was like my first one, and it was slow. And I've had, like, that MEEPO V3 definitely was a good budget board, thanks to whoever made that YouTube video 5 years ago. That's the unholy abomination of chords and shit. Um, there's some I got some paper. I got some of that stupid ass sandpaper that I don't give a shit about. And I bought a bunch of Evolve skateboard parts because I wanted to make my own. But I'm a bit dumb, so I just gave up. I bought these massive 6355 190 kilovolt torque boards motors. They're fucking heavy as shit and stuff sticks to them. I got these big ass chunky ESCs, two of them, to plug into the fucking motors. And I never fucking used it either. So it's like, this was like my worst purchase because I didn't even fucking use it. I just bought it for nothing. And I got these great Evolve bearings, and I got these big ass fucking Evolve Fumatic tires. And here's the orange bushings that came with my MEEPO V3, and some weird ass electric skateboard lights that charge and are brackets and stuff, and you can charge them separately. I have this fucking off-brand neon 8 skate something wheel, and the motor is disconnected from the wheel, so it doesn't even work. It's like completely munted. This was the fucking deck that came off of the electric skateboard I got from eBay. And I put some Evolve trucks on it, and then gave up making that cool ass fucking torque boards motored off-road board. Oh man, oh, another T-skate tool, awesome. And I got these hub motors. Oh, it's so cooked, lad. I mean, this is how they do it in China, bro. Holy fuck. That's nuts. And, I don't know. I don't know, really, because it's that fucking crazy. But yeah. It's cooked. Oh, here's the old ass freaking enclosure that's water damaged. Nuts. I got these stupid ass fucking turbojets from that stupid Razor company over around. And these are some RC car parts Man, I used to love RC cars, but they were so stressful because they kept on getting munted. They kept smashing, dude. I fucking hate them. One time, I tried getting batteries with my RC cars, and I connected two batteries together that were the different voltages, so they overcharged one of them, and it blew up in my face and took off my eyebrows. Shit is cooked, man. I'm not letting this thing die. Not after 5 years. Fuck that. It's gonna last another 5 years. Kyron, give me another fucking battery. I've spent enough money. Give me a battery for free, man. Please. I can't let it die. Not yet. And when I bought it, I bought my MEEPO V3. I didn't get the extra range battery with it. And I still respect that because, well, the battery's gonna get fucked anyways. So, and you can just carry the charger around for you, with you. So, I didn't get the extra range battery because I was smart. Fuck that. I don't need that shit. I'll just put another battery in. You gotta swap out batteries. These things don't last forever, obviously. And there's like this really cheap Chinese board that I got from eBay. And this battery is a little bit less powerful. It's 22.2 volts, 8,000 milliamp hours. Power is 177.6 watts. And it's a 6S4P battery. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new battery or something. I don't. It's so cooked. Oh, yeah, and I can take this off too. Hold on. Come on. No, I unscrewed this. Oh, it's like hot glue or some shit. Come on. Oh, oh, oh. Come on, come off. God damn it, come off. Come off. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Ah! What was that? What was that? Oh, it's stuck to these. Oh, it's get off. Get off. Yep. Yep. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh my god. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's so fucked. Come on. I'm gonna take this off. Come on. Oh, lad. So we got this battery that came with the board. Oh man, I don't know. What's this one? MEEPO board battery pack, production batch, capital WD 20190725A2272. 2019-07-25. 40 millimeters height, 98 millimeters width, 140 millimeters length. Capacity 4 amp hours slash 144 watt hours. 36 volts with a 30 amp continuous discharge rate. Actually, 10S 2P scooter 20R. Nuts. Not to mention they put this foam on it to reduce the shock load, but that I think that covers some text. What is that? Is that red seal? Don't get wet. Too late for that. She'll be alright. Oh, don't know, man. Yeah. Maybe I should get a balance charger and see if I can revive it, but it's 5 years old. I should just get a new one. 3%? 6%? Oh my god! 3%, 6. Oh shit! Man, that fallen down. Oh, it was a fucking battery case issue, not the battery. That is, of course, No, yeah, of course. Because MEEPO does well in hardware. They just fuck up their circuit boards and the polarity and labeling. They're like brute force guys. We just get it working. And I tell you what, I am the same type of guy, man. This shit is working. Stupid battery case disconnected. It was probably me ripping it off in the earlier video, but it could have been that before. But hey, at least it doesn't say 57% when it's actually at 0% dead. And at least it's actually charging, and at least the battery indicator is showing lots of life and isn't staying at 0% and actually went from 0% to 8%. Oh, but it's got the same type of charging input where it will jump from 8% to around 6%. just like when it was charging before, around 57% to like 58%. But at least the board knows what the battery is actually at. I mean, like I said, the battery is kind of old. Ugh, stupid electric skateboards and electric drones and electric RC cars. They're just too flimsy. They just break, and it's so hard to fix them. Well, I mean, it's not if you're intelligent. I'm intelligent, but my issue is I have ADHD and PTSDs and anxieties. So, but I am intelligent. But with all of those, I just give the fuck up. I don't give a shit. Man, man. I should just, I don't know, man, I get a new battery. Yeah, I mean, it does work. And besides, I could just get a new battery and have an external battery charger that charges the battery itself without going through a battery enclosure and carry the battery with me. And I could keep the battery with a long cord going to a backpack. So the battery and the battery charger would be on me, and I'd charge them separately from the board, and I just carried it all around. And that does work. And I do believe, I don't know, like with battery enclosures, you can have a battery enclosure that goes across the whole length of the underside of the board, but I think that reduces flexibility or something. Of course, you could just like make it out of rubber or something, but yeah, rubber seems cool. But make sure to have as much space as possible in your battery enclosure. And make sure that you like have screws going as far out as you can and plastic going as far out that it continues around the board and is really close to the trucks. But at least I can undo the trucks, so they actually did a pretty good job. But what is also a great idea is like you have a box here for the ESC, a box here for a battery, and a box in the middle in between your feet on top, and that can be for another battery. And what you could do with that is you can have, and also what I'm saying is the battery enclosure and other battery enclosures should have a bunch of connections. So you can plug one battery in like x86 style in here, as well as having internal battery. So you can have an external and an internal battery, and the external battery can just like maybe go into the ESC or in here and just have connections. And also, I love x86 connectors. I really do. Well, actually, because they're just straight metal poles. You got one metal pole, another metal pole. I think I'm gonna make my own. There's a metal pole, and another metal pole, and another metal pole, and it'll be male and female with poles. Because that way you can just like actually stick them into stuff and actually hotwire stuff. Because the whole laptop charging issue can be solved if you just have like four metal pole female and male connectors that you can stick wires from one end to another, and that way you can just hotwire anything to the laptop. Oh yeah, and hotwire laptops, like fuck dude. You can like charge laptop batteries by the battery or by the computer, and it's just so complicated, man. And I went mental and started fixing it in a Google Doc. So yeah, I'm nuts. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. Yeah, so that went from 0% to 7% to 3% to 1%. So the battery's definitely cooked. Uh, well, the original battery's cooked, but what about this battery that I never really use? That came from, and it doesn't do as much power output, but it still works. So if this battery can only charge unstably to around 3%, then fuck it. I'm just gonna swap them around. Unplug. Yeah, and take out the heavy duty connection first. Securely, hold on. Oh no, so freaking complicated. Oh, come on, you pansy. Oh, why are these so hard to pull apart? And you can't pull out connections. You gotta be careful with the connections because they can just like snap. You gotta pull them by the plastic, not the wire, because otherwise they'll just disconnect from the housing and shit. And this is just straight up nuts. Like, I'd have to pull this by the wire. It's so hard to pull out. Yeah. Oh, no, you can just do the jiggle method. I love the jiggle method. Jiggle method always works. Battery connections, lock picking, anything, it just works. Alright, so now we'll just connect the new battery. And the old MEEPO battery can just explode in my underwear drawer and just fucking burn all my underwear. I don't give a crap. Fuck that battery. Well, not fuck the battery. It lasted a good 5 years. Gave me a lot of fun, actually. Thanks, MEEPO. But it's time. MEEPO V3s never die. Fuck all of your gay-ass boards. Stupid boards. Stupid boards, man. Screw you guys, boards. You should see this guy on YouTube. He does like off-road boards, and he's actually really skilled with it. Got suspension on his boards. His boards are insanely vaulted, man. It's crazy. And he puts his batteries in between his legs on top of the board. Yeah. I remember I was riding my MEEPO V3 along the beach, and some dude told me to do a skid. He told me to do a burnout on my electric skateboard. And I actually wanted to, but I was like, how the fuck do I do that? It's a goddamn electric skateboard. But I tell you, that guy on YouTube, he could probably do a burnout. Actually, he did do burnouts on his. Now, I need to set up a connection phase on these wires. Yeah, because one of these wires goes like this. The inner wire goes to the battery. Yep. So with that, with the power going into the circuit board and then the circuit board going into the battery, now we just got to connect it. I'll see how much this, because this battery's probably going to last 2 years. Nothing? Nothing at all? What? Nothing at all. But it's connected properly. And the old ass... And it's connected to the board. And... What the hell? This battery's just completely dead. What? Oh, I must have short-circuited or something. Nah, that's shit, dude. You tell me that this battery's smashed. Oh, man, I used to... Oh, no. I know it's the connectors. Because I used to do good. I used to have a battery charger for my RC cars, and it could charge anything because it had a bunch of inputs and outputs and connectors. But when I tried doing a connection and charging batteries, it just kept on saying circuit break and didn't charge them. Like, everything is so complicated, man. I wish I could... If I was ever had a bunch of money and power, I'd so uncomplicate everything. What the hell? So you tell me that this doesn't work? Oh well, screw the old battery that I had spare. Both batteries are fucked. Screw it. I'm dead. I'm screwed. I'm fabbernucked. Oh man, that's nuts. Well, it was fun while it lasted, wasn't it, Diane? Yup. Man, there is no plus or minus pole indicators, and the connectors are the same fucking type. So, the battery has a connector. The battery goes through a heavy duty wire connection to the ESC to fucking power the motors. But it also has a charging cord. And that connector is the same as the connector that... Because the board... The battery... So, I charge it. Charging goes through this connector, goes into a circuit board in here. So from the charger, it goes from a cord into a circuit board, and then the circuit board takes the power out and puts it into the battery. And then the battery gets the heavy duty connection, puts it to the ESC. But the two connectors are the same, and the two connectors for the circuit board going to the battery and the power input going to the circuit board are the same. So I don't know if they're connected properly. I tried through common sense of placement, so hopefully this works. I'm about to fucking blow up my room.
0%. Oh, that sounds great. That sounds lovely. Actually, that's that's probably what the battery is. In 42 volt 2 amp, 0%.
Oh, but it's charging. And it didn't short circuit the indicators. And well, then why didn't my remote say 0 bars instead of 1 bar out of 4 bars? Oh well. Maybe I could just use this battery. It does work with the board. It does actually work with the board. I could probably just put it in, or I could make some extra space in there. I don't know. You do need padding with batteries, otherwise they'll just smash in stuff. Man, dude. It's still going strong. Just a bunch of mini problems. Turns out, and I don't know if this is because just now when I ripped off the battery case, um, the battery balance indicator that tells the charger how much the battery has done is it was like disconnected from the actual circuit board. So I tried to solder it back, but I couldn't find any solder. So I tried to use some copper wire, but it wouldn't heat up properly. So, and I was gonna hot glue it, but I didn't have any hot glue sticks. So I got hot glue sticks and some soldering wire, along with USB rechargeable AA's that charge like separately through a USB A connection, and got some stuff. So, but I think that was the case. So I'm gonna try out my old water damaged battery case enclosure and see if it can charge through that. Um,
Like, I know this board is 5 years old, but and they should maybe make a new rendition, but they should make it so you can plug different batteries in at the same time, not at the same time, charge the batteries directly, charge the batteries to a balance charger, and stuff like that, and tell you how to do it on the board so that you can't actually lose how to use the fucking board in the first place. But yeah, and with that and stuff, and you should be able to communicate to the board with your remote and have a little mini keypad on the remote, or it has as many buttons as you can on the remote. And you should be able to set a passcode on the remote of a pattern of like button presses. That's a great idea. And you should be able to plug in a keyboard to like a USB port on the battery enclosure, and you can control certain aspects of the board through that. So you can tune the board like that, or tell the board what's wrong with it, or tell what it should do, what different parameters, what time it should shut off, what battery voltage it's using, what batteries it's using, if it's like aftermarket or not. And that'd be a great idea. I have so many great ideas. I should totally like get a factory and a company and copyright and shit, but I'm like 17. Like I don't even have a company or anything like that, so it's nuts. I don't know whether to just tell everyone my ideas, because then I wouldn't actually profit off any of them. But it's crazy.
Because I don't want to try with my actual battery charger, because that thing kept on saying connection break, and I just don't understand that. Not to mention, all of the connectors are like stuck in the abomination pile of wires and connections and shit, so it'll probably be pretty hard to charge it that way, and this way seems normal. So I'll turn it off at the power first. Man, that thing's staying on for a long time. You gonna turn off? Okay. Wait, no, because this is a 42 volt charger. No, but I've done it before. Although I broke my laptop. My laptop can't charge actually. Wait a second. That's back charging the goddamn. What? That the freaking Chinese eBay battery was back inputting into. So what? I'm gonna charge my house through a freaking lithium-ion battery from eBay. It was going backwards. Okay, I'm gonna ground it first.
Alright, now we grounded it. Now we'll just do it like this. Hopefully it doesn't break my eyeballs this time. I mean, like, shave off my eyebrows. What do you say? Well, it's kind of charging. But, yeah. Okay, so it says it's charging. And it's kind of warm. So it's charging. I just gotta check out the battery heat. So that works. I can just charge this battery. So I am gonna just carry a battery around in my backpack. And not use the freaking battery enclosure. I'm smart like this, always find a way. I always find a way. LMAO. Wait, so does that mean that this board turns on? Oh, it does. Sick. So I found a makeshift way to keep the V3 alive, like Frankenstein. It's alive! It's alive! So this battery barely fits in the enclosure, but I think that I can maybe screw it in anyways. So I'll do that. Goddamn Google storage is full. Just gonna use some alt accounts anyways. That's what I'll do on my Google Drive account, YouTube hybrid. But yeah, so the battery doesn't even fit. And this battery is kind of small, but it's good voltage. But yeah, this battery's bigger. I don't know if it's better, but it barely fits in the enclosure. And I can't actually check the battery percentage. But I can with the remote. So I can't use the enclosure unless I plug in the enclosure, and then again I can only use the enclosure for USB charging. I can't actually put the battery into it because it's just funky. It's so complicated and hard to wrap your mind around. But at least it works. At least I think, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. So if I do that, I get a new battery, but I don't need a new battery, I'll just get a better enclosure and a bigger battery, a massive battery. But have it in the middle. Oh no, can't I just backpack it? No, because then you have to be with your board. But that's actually a locking feature. Yeah, because then people can't use your board because it's actually dead. Of course, people can just skate normally on electric skateboards, except me. Whenever I try to push on my electric skateboard, it's just so hard. I don't understand the balance thing. Because I weigh like 120 kilograms. But I don't look like it, I tell you. I really don't look like it, to be honest. I'm insanely strong, but yeah, I never got the balance of it. I tried it as a toddler, it didn't work. I just had to push myself around with my arms. But I just fall off the board whenever I push, normally. And if other people can do that, props to them. Props to people who don't have to use electricity to ride a skateboard. So, yeah. But hey, going 40 kilometers an hour in a school zone is pretty fun. And also going through detours. Like, I don't have to give a crap about roadworks. So, it's pretty good, I guess. I gotta say, at least it lasted me 5 years, and I get to drive around the beach and stuff. There's these, yeah, because these lithium-ion batteries, they're partial cycle, I believe, and there's those new deep cycle batteries that are for electric skateboards and stuff called LifePo4. So it's like LIFEPO4, and they're deep cycle, which means that the batteries don't get damaged if you discharge them below 50%. And I've definitely gotten my board down to 0% around 2 times, and I really wish they put a warning like laser printed into the board saying don't do that. Because it was dead once because I ran it flat on purpose because I thought that charging the batteries and using them below 50% would mean that they don't degrade below 50%, but no, that's not the case. Or at least have a warning sign on the batteries themselves. But damn, if anyone's got, I don't know, I mean, I've got a lithium-ion battery and I can just buy one for $70, apparently. So I might just do that. If you want to send any parts to me or have any inquiries, email me at gabster9342 at gmail.com. GABSTER9342 at gmail.com. Man, that's crazy. I mean, at least it works, you know. Barely. Fucking MEEPO V3 does zombies, dude. But anyways, see ya. Oh man. You always need to yell at people stuff. I mean, you should just like tell us, and you should give us two manuals to like actually one to not care about and one to actually keep somewhere important. Because man, it's crazy. Because the charger now says it's charging. The battery enclosure doesn't turn on at all because it's water damaged, but I think it's charging. And the remote says that it's at critical battery percentage. So that's nuts, isn't it? So that double same connection type thing is cool. It's okay. I like it, but yeah, so complicated. Like maybe just fuck eskate in general, or maybe I'm just really belligerent slash oblivious, stupid, just brute. Oh man, I don't even know what I was gonna say. I'm so cooked. Because one of the enclosures is literally disconnected, damaged. But I'll keep it around anyways. Maybe I should just buy a new board. Or ride a bike and just drive a car. It's crazy, man.